Hi, I'm Megan.
And I'm Neil.
And we've packed up our home in Glasgow and moved into our cute retro camper van Harmony to travel all over Scotland, exploring the best places to stand up paddle along the way. So come join our adventure as we visit the Highlands, Islands and everywhere in between on our
Sup Safari Scotland!
We're back on the Isle of Barra at Croft 2 campsite and it's sensational, just as we remembered last time. A bit busier than last time. I think it's a bit more well known these days, but there is a new wee spot that you can camp without power. So the owner has invited us to try that out for him, and it's essentially right on the beach. So I think you're not going to get much better than that. It's a sensational area. So hopefully, good forecast for the next couple of days. Hopefully we'll get out on the paddle boards tomorrow. Miles all around in Camp Supchick this morning. Look at this beautiful day we've got. Out of the last probably 6.5 going on 7 weeks, I think this is probably the second day we've had like this. So we're pretty excited. We discovered the Croft number 2 campsite on a previous visit to Barra a couple of years ago, and it quickly became a favourite of ours. Along with being right on the beach, it's also one of the most sheltered campsites in the Outer Hebrides, tucked away from that wind. Beautiful out on the water, so there's a little tiny gentle swell, I don't know, probably 20 centimetres, something like that. A breeze, offshore breeze from this part of the bay. It's not too strong though. I don't think it's going to sort of push it too far off course. And yeah, a bit of cloud cover, but the forecast for today was kind of sunny, cloudy kind of patches. So they thought that it'd probably only get up to about 12. That's warm for Scotland. And 12 here feels a lot warmer than 12 in Queensland. So, you know, probably could have got away without the wetsuit today. It's a bit hot putting it on, but thought that it might be nice to go for a swim. So it's actually good if you are in the water, if you do end up in the water. So yeah, it feels warmer than 12. And yeah, should be some pretty good conditions. We're lucky because it was kind of high tide in and around the time that we went in, so I can't quite remember how far the tide goes out here. The next bay round is where the Barra airport is, so that tide goes in a long way because obviously they use the beach for the runway. This bay I think is a little deeper than that, so I don't think it goes out too far, but yeah, relatively shallow, but still worth having your life vest on if you're planning on crossing over to one of the islands, or yeah, just if you're a little inexperienced perhaps. So, and it's just an extra layer of warmth too if you get cold. across the bay, the water can get a little choppy with a cross current and exposure to the winds from the west. We're halfway across the bay or thereabouts, maybe a third of the way across the bay, and just put my paddle in just out of interest to see how deep it was, and it's only probably about a metre here, so a bit of cross current with the breeze and everything. But yeah, I mean, it'd be easy enough just to get out and walk around if you were sort of thinking, yeah, this is too breezy for me. But yeah, where we are now, just behind me, you can see there's a wee gap between that little bit of green there, so a gap in the sand dunes, and on the other side of that, it's a very narrow bit of land. On the other side of that is the open ocean, so there's quite a bit of breeze coming through there. As we get closer to where we've camped, it's actually quite a lot more protected. The GoPro was making things look really grey on overcast days, but then washing out the colours on sunny days. We're back on GoPro mode now. The following day we check out the island of Vatersay, connected to the south of Barra by a causeway. The beach at Vatersay has been on my summit list since our last visit, when conditions weren't so favourable. But today, getting down onto the beach from where we were parked was a bit tricky, but access from the car parks further along the road are quite a lot easier. Luckily, a friendly beachgoer helped out.
Oh my gosh. Thanks so much.
Vatersay has two bays. The one to the east was more protected from the wind on our visit and had plenty to explore. on the Isle of Vatersay, right down the very bottom of Barra, and the beach here is just sensational. So white, sandy, turquoise water, just gorgeous. So I've been for a nice paddle all the way around the outside of the bay, along sort of where the road comes in over here, and there's Wee Church over in the background, and yeah, up along the other side where there seems to be a lot of people going for a walk. So yeah, just gorgeous. Again, a couple of paddle boards out today, a couple of kayaks, so nice protected spot to go. Still a bit of a breeze as you get away from the coast, because just behind us here where these sand dunes are, there's the oceans on the other side of that. The breeze is coming through there, and where the dunes are quite low, there's obviously more breeze. But yeah, just beautiful.